In number 19, we want to determine the area of the given region. And so this looks like the area under the curve of 2x to the 1/2 power times 3 minus x. And what we learned is that in order to get the area under a positive curve, all we have to do is take the definite integral. And so basically, we need to figure out these two x values. So in other words, we need to figure out where the function is equal to 0. And so this is going to be 3 minus x. Now this is factored for us, which is kind of nice because it means that 2x to the 1/2 can equal 0, or 3 minus x can equal 0. And so the first factor gives us x equals 0. The second factor gives us x equals 3. So I know this is going 0 to 3. And so this area will be the definite integral from 0 to 3 of the function, 2x to the 1/2 power times 3 minus x dx. Now, in order to calculate this, I do want to distribute, okay, so that we have just a power function. So we'll have the definite integral from 0 to 3 of 6x to the 1/2 power minus 2x to the, well, 1/2 plus 1 is 3/2 power. And that will all be with respect to x. So now we can use our power rule formula. So we're going to add 1 to 1/2 and get 3/2 and divide by 3/2. And then minus 2 times x, we're going to raise this by 1. So it's really 2 over 2 plus 3/2 gives us 5/2, and we're going to divide by 5/2. And this is going to get evaluated now from 0 to 3. So let's go ahead and simplify this before we plug in. So this is really going to be 6 times 2/3, x to the 3/2, and then minus 2 times 2/5, x to the 5/2, all evaluated from 0 to 3. And we can reduce here, so we would get, this turns into 2, so we would have 4x to the 3/2 minus, it looks like 4/5 x to the 5/2, and all evaluated from 0 to 3. So we are going to plug in 3 first into the antiderivative. And then we're going to subtract plugging in 0. And if you notice in this case, since these are just x's here, that whole thing is just going to turn into 0. All right, so now we'll go ahead and calculate this. So what you want to do is raise it to the 3rd power and then take the square root. So 3 to the 3rd power is 27, so square root of 27. And then here 4/5, 3 to the 5th power, oh, that's way up there. And then you take the square root, let's see. So that's 243. So this is going to be the square root of 243. Now if we were to simplify this, this would become 3 rad 3. And then this one would become 9 rad 3. And so we would have 12 rad 3 minus 36 over 5 rad 3. Okay, 12 we could write as 60 over 5. So 60 minus 36 would give us 24 rad 3 over 5. And if you want to get a decimal, that's fine too. You just have to be prepared if it's a multiple choice test, what it's actually asking you for. All right, and so that's how to find the area of that given region.